Ms. Autry, you say the defendant is taking advantage of your son by pinning a baby on him, and you have physical proof that her 2-year-old daughter, Skyla, is not your grandchild. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Martin, you claim that the plaintiff is a monster-in-law and is denying your daughter only because she doesn't like you. You need help and hope to get some once the results are revealed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Autry, why do you feel Ms. Martin is taking advantage of your son?
Well, she entrapped my son by marrying him, by giving him things like money, clothes, car, you name it, she give it to him. And she just want a man to call uncle. She know about old tramp.
Wait a minute now. Let's use respectful language. I want to understand this. You say she entrapped him, but she's giving him money. She's doing this for what? To what end? What does she want?
She want a man of her own.
She want a man of her own.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Autry, really? Why would you say that, Ms. Autry?
Because you do, Miss Tramp.
Oh, see, Your Honor,
Ms. Autry, come on, let's be respectful.
I don't like her.
Why you want to disrespect?
You don't have to like her, but you can use respectful
I was
language.
not the mother of my grandchild.
Okay, Your
Where
Honor.
I'm from, they call me Queen DNA. So until I get a DNA test to prove that's my grandbaby, I am not accepting the responsibility for no baby. That's not none of mine.
But you was claiming her at first, though, Ms. Autry.
All right, hold on. Let me come to you, Ms. Martin, because I want to understand this. She says you entrapped her son. Did you do that?
No.
Were you buying him cars and all these things, giving him money and all of this?
He did the same for me in return.
Okay,
He didn't have no job. How he do the same for in return? He
did
didn't have
the
no job.
same.
He don't even work.
He did the same thing, Ms. Autry.
No, he didn't. He don't even have a job.
Yes, he did, Ms.
No,
Autry.
he
And
didn't.
You know this.
Well,
you
how
know
he get
it.
the money? Because he ain't had no
you
job.
know it.
Okay, let's talk one at a time so we understand this. What was the nature of the relationship between you and Miss Autry's son?
That's my husband.
That's your husband.
My husband.
So he's still your husband.
Get married
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I got
Okay.
a phone call job getting married down the street from my house. So I was on my way walking down there to start the marriage with my friend. That's why I was going out to go start the
She
wedding.
tried to stop
When
the
I
wedding,
got
Your
dropped
Honor.
off
She
down
tried
there,
to stop
they
the
moved
wedding.
up way too close so you can get married to him.
She tried to stop the
I
wedding.
sure
Miss Autry, I missed all of that.
She tried to
Okay,
stop
wait a
the-
minute. And look, you can't talk that fast, then turn to the side. I can't even read your lips. I felt like I was at an auction or something. I was like, what? Okay.
I was raising my hand.
What? You was about to bid?
Yeah.
Well, let me explain to you again.
No,
Your
but
Honor.
no, really. Explain to me what's going
I got a
on.
phone call that she was getting married down the street from my house. So I got out of my bed and I started walking down the street to where she was getting married at. A friend sent me walking and she offered me a ride.
How did you find out she was getting married?
Someone called me and told me.
Your son didn't tell you?
No.
No, he didn't tell me. He didn't want me to know because I would have stopped.
Stopped it. Okay, and you got that call. You were in the bed, then you did what?
I got up, I got dressed, and I started walking up the street, and a friend sent me walking, and she said, where are you going? And I said, to stop this wedding. So she gave me a ride, and she dropped me off. So I'm up there trying to stop the wedding, and they take her
crazy.
and to another location where they can get married.
Oh, you have to move locations because of Miss Autry?
She's crazy, Your Honor. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
So
She's
what
crazy.
happened? She comes to the wedding, and what do you say at the wedding?
They didn't even get to do it. She jumped in another
We
car, and
left.
they took her to Oak Cliff to
We
get married.
left.
So you all left your own wedding venue.
Yes, Your Honor.
And moved to a different location.
She's crazy, Your Honor.
But
Your
you
Honor.
all ended up getting married on that day anyway.
Yes, Your
in
Honor.
another location.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your whole wedding party follow you? Now I'm
Yes, Your Honor.
curious.
Yes, they did.
But with Miss Autry trailing behind, well, I don't get how that worked.
I didn't have no choice. I ain't had no car. If I'd had a car, I went right on behind them. And there wouldn't have been no wedding.
She's crazy, Your Honor.
So you've never cared for Miss Martin?
It ain't so much as I never cared for Miss Morton. It's just that she has been very disrespectful from
She's
day
the
one. when I
same
first-
way. I mean, what do you want me to do? You disrespect me all the time.
Well, you came into my home and disrespected me.
But you disrespected me first, Ms.
Oh,
Autry.
no.
You kept
did.
disrespecting me. You kept
You came to
disrespecting
my
me.
house.
You never
told me
showed
was
me
pregnant.
any
I told you
respect.
was lying.
Wait, one at a time. I want to hear how this started. Miss Autry, you say, go ahead.
She told me that she was pregnant, and I told her she was lying because my son had been gone for a while. He came back, and she said that she didn't have intimate with him the first week he was at home. And I went to the hospital where she was. I was put at the hospital because I told her that's not my grandbaby. So I had a baby early,
She didn't
and I
come
wanted
to
DNA
see about
test.
me. I wasn't in labor. I was actually in pain. It was false labor. She
Okay,
came
it was
up
false
there.
labor. So you came
Yes,
up there
Your Honor.
and you told her this is not my grandchild. And what else did you say?
I told her, the lady at the desk came in there and told me I can't be in there talking to her like that.
She
Or
was
if they
called
did, they was
saying
gonna
that he
put me
wasn't the
out.
father.
So, well, my son is not your baby father.
Yes, he
So
is.
hold on, I want to know what happened at the
My baby's
hospital.
twin.
So once you came in,
I ain't
you were in
gonna plan a
pain.
baby.
Hold on. Once you came in, you were in pain. Miss Autry said, this isn't my child. Somebody came in and said, if you keep acting up, we're going to put you out. What happens, Miss Martin?
They put her out.
So you didn't stop acting up?
No.
What
Your
was
Honor.
She crazy, Your Honor.
What was she doing?
She was acting crazy. She was out in the hospital saying, that ain't none of my son's baby. That ain't none of my son's baby. You lying. You lying.
So, Miss Autry, you said that's not my grandchild instantly.
Yes. She don't have the toes like my son.
Yes,
His
she
toes
does.
cross,
Yes,
his
she
big
does.
toe is here, and this toe next
They
to his toe.
overlap.
It crosses over like that. And I have proof, Your Honor, that is not his baby because her toes don't do that.
Yes, they do,
and she
Your
don't have
Honor.
the thick eyebrows that me and my son and my daughter have.
She's
so
too.
I know
They
that's
haven't
not my
grew
son's
yet.
baby.
I mean, they grow.
All right, let me see this
It's like the
evidence.
baby's supposed to come out with full-blown eyebrows. You act like she's supposed to come out with full-blown eyebrows.
She do.
No, she doesn't.
He did.
All right.
Look at
So,
this, Your Honor.
this evidence, Miss Autry, you
Look at
said
the
the
toes.
baby's toes don't cross over.
Look
Nope,
at the,
they don't
yes,
left
they
over
do.
like
look
this.
At the, look at the right foot.
That little right foot is kind of hedging over though.
Yes, exactly.
ain't no way
Your
over
Honor.
there. That's not his baby.
Exactly.
It's got to be fully crossed.
Yes, ma'am.
She only 2. I mean, give
Okay.
it time. The toes got to grow. Let them develop first.
They look
act
like
like they
big
don't-
old toes.
She has toes like Miss Autry as well. They have little feet.
My toes don't. You want to see my toes?
Your
Your
feet
Honor?
are little, Miss Autry. My daughter has feet like her family. Miss Autry has small feet, and so does my baby.
So the baby doesn't have crossed toes. And what else is your doubt? It doesn't have eyebrows.
I don't have the eyebrows. And my son have girly eyelashes, and she don't have those.
They haven't grew yet. She's only 2. Let her develop in her own way. I mean,
When you look at this beautiful baby, you just don't feel like this is your grandchild. You don't see the resemblance. Now,
No, Your
are you
Honor.
saying this, Miss Autry? Let me just ask you this. Are you saying this because you just don't care for Miss Martin? Or are you saying this because you really have doubt?
I really
she doesn't
have
care
that.
for me.
Okay.
If that's my grandbaby, I
That's
would
what the
take her
problem is.
and love her the way I do the other 6
You
that
don't
I
do,
have.
you don't do the other baby like that I have.
Well, I
No.
did it first, but I found out she was mine too.
You don't do
They
that.
call me Queen
I call
DNA,
her
'cause I'm
and
gonna do a
ask-
DNA test
I
on
call
every
her and
baby that
ask
my
her because
son
she
had with
babysitting
each
my
girl.
child.
Oh, they call you Queen DNA because you're going to do a DNA test on every baby your son had.
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
I thought I was Queen DNA, Jerome. Guess not. Anyway, so Miss Martin, has your husband accepted the baby or does he have doubts?
No, he doesn't have any doubts. It's her. And she hasn't even tried to bond with the baby, so of course you're going to think she's not yours.
why would
You
I
haven't
bond
tried
with
to
the baby?
bond
Let's
with
I know
her.
for a
You haven't
fact
tried
it's
to
my
get to know
son.
her.
Had I had
But
them, I
Skylar's
did my
2
own
years.
DNA
Wait,
test to make
she's
sure.
2 years old.
But she's not my son. Look at her eyebrows.
Have you ever asked her, will you watch Skylar? Will you take care of Skylar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if they go to the
No, they
club, they
don't.
got to pay to get in the club. They got to pay for their drink. They got to pay the park. They're going to
But
pay
that's
me to
not
babysit.
why.
Okay.
That's not why. That's not why.
I heard that.
That's on the weekend. I asked her during the week so that I could work. That's
Well, you
before
gotta
I
pay daycare if you go to
that's
daycare,
before I
so
got
why
day-
not pay-
But what you said was you was gonna help me with her. You said you was gonna help.
Yes,
Yes, you
I
did.
help if I get a DNA
Yes, you
test. You
did.
know, should I give you a discount of $50 a week that I will watch her?
But why do I have to? why do I
Wait,
have to
you
pay
said,
for
Miss
her?
Autry, you going to give her a discount of $50 a week.
Yes, ma'am.
As long as she can prove with DNA that that's your grandchild.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'd like to hear from your witness. Please stand, ma'am. State your name for the court.
Rebecca Cooper, Your Honor.
Miss Cooper, you are Miss Autry's daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at her eyebrows.
Look how old she is, though. My daughter's 2 years old. She's 30. So there's a big difference there.
So do you believe this beautiful baby, Skylar, is your niece?
She was my brother baby. I was there when she was born. That's my baby.
And you have a very close bond with her?
Yes, ma'am. Every week.
She love babies.
That's my brother baby.
I mean, if your daughter's bonded with her and your son said that's his daughter, what is your problem?
Because you told him it wasn't none of his. You don't
Okay,
tell no
everyone
man that
makes
even
mistakes.
if
I
you
was
Let's
mad at
get,
him.
let's get to that. You told him, your husband, that this was not his child?
Yes, Your Honor. I was trying to hurt him. He left me to go be with another woman, and I was trying to hurt him like he hurted me.
Let's be clear. Did you sleep with another man?
Yes, Your Honor.
You did.
Prior to him coming back into my life, yes. August 2013, and he came back into my life in 2014, June.
And she was already pregnant.
No,
All right.
No, I
Is there any chance that man could be Skylar's biological father?
No, Your Honor.
Yes.
No.
All right. Well, that man is in court today. Jerome, I'd like to hear from him. Will you please escort Mr. Gott into the courtroom?
Yes. I'm going to have you go up to the witness stand right next to the judge.
Mr. Gott, thank you for joining us today.
How you doing?
We're here discussing the paternity of baby Skylar, and I have to ask you, do you believe you are Skylar's biological father?
Yes, ma'am.
You do?
Yes, ma'am.
And Your
No,
Honor,
he's not.
that's her ex-boyfriend, my daughter's.
Wait a minute now. Miss Cooper, this is your ex-boyfriend?
Yes, Your Honor.
That was a mistake, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Martin, you slept with your sister-in-law's boyfriend?
Yes,
Now
Your
who
Honor.
crazy, Your Honor?
That was before, Your Honor. That was a mistake.
How did that happen?
When my
she was
husband,
before.
no, when my husband was away, Your Honor, he was, doing a lot of different things with other women, and I was emotional.
So you all aren't together anymore?
No, ma'am. I believe she's my brother's daughter because she looked just like my other niece. My brother said that's his child, so that's what I'm going with.
Hold on, but Mr. Gott said he believes he's the biological
Crazy.
father.
He's crazy. She probably told him to say that.
So
Your
me and
Honor.
him crazy.
Both of y'all crazy.
So, Mr. Gott, how did you get a notion that this could be your child?
Because we had sex unprotected.
You had sex unprotected,
But
and
the
you
time
believe
frame
it was in the
different.
window of conception?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it wasn't. That baby
Did she ever tell you you are the father?
Once when we was on the phone,
When you were on the phone?
Yes.
What did she say?
No, she was just telling me like it's a possibility that the baby could be mine.
She could be here. Look at his
I didn't
eyebrows.
say
Look at her
that.
eyebrows. The only thing wrong with him, he got lazy eyes.
She doesn't.
And
She
got big
doesn't
eyes.
look like him at all.
That's the only thing wrong
She
with him,
doesn't
Your
look
Honor.
like him, Your Honor. No.
Do you know Skylar? Or do you have a relationship with Skylar?
No, Your Honor.
You don't?
No.
But in your heart, you've been thinking, I'm this child's biological father?
Yes, Your Honor.
She told him to say that. I slept with him in August 2013, Your Honor. My husband, when he came back into my life, that was June 2014.
You was already pregnant.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
no, I
was.
wasn't. No, I wasn't. She
Your
doesn't
Honor,
want
when she
Skylar to
finally
be her
showed me-
granddaughter. That's what the
When
problem
she finally showed me
is.
a sonogram, it was of a little pea, about that tiny. And a baby is not going to be that tiny.
I need help, Your Honor.
You say you need help.
I need help. I need help with my kids.
Don't look this way because I'm not helping because not, well, she's not mine.
You say plainly, I need help. You mean financial help, emotional support?
Emotionally, it's
Child
help.
care, everything.
Child care. She has other siblings that she wants to be around. They want to be around their other siblings, and this is like the glue.
So Ms. Autry is the glue that bonds everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
And Skylar is not welcome and that hurts you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So do you invite Ms. Autry to Skylar's birthday?
I invited her to the
holiday?
birthday, yes. She came, but she sat way across the room.
When I get a DNA test to prove that Skylar is my grandbaby, I'll fit her in like the rest of them. But if I got to babysit,
That's
I
not
still
true.
got to get paid.
That's not true.
I'm not no free daycare.
She doesn't care for me. That's what the real problem here.
I think honestly at this time we've heard enough, and I can see how we arrived in this place. The question now is, how do we move forward? And I think we do that with the results. Jerome, the envelope, please. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Autry versus Martin, pertaining to whether Mr. Martin or Mr. God is the father of 2-year-old Skylar Martin, it has been determined by this court. The biological father is Mr. Martin.
I'll take that for 200, Your Honor. I told you.
You are the grandmother, Miss Autry.
I need your help. Can I get an apology?
No. I do apologize to Skylar, but not to her.
I'll accept that.
And
But
I
it's all
will
about
accept
Skylar at the
Skylar
end of
into
the
my
day.
house.
At the end of
family.
the day, you all are family through
No,
these children.
I'm Skylar family.
No, the
I'm
point is
connected
your
to her.
family through the children. Well, no, because it's your daughter-in-law. Your son's
she's
still
not.
married to her.
As long as she accepts my child, because that's what it's all